It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
High school on a homecoming Saturday. Tonight, the Pennsbury Falcons host the North Penn Knights. And today's game on WBCB is brought to you by St. Mary Medical Center, Team Toyota, McCaffrey's Food Markets. This is the McCaffrey's Game of the Day on WBCB. Again, the Falcons hosting the Knights of North Penn. Thanks to the Peruzzi Automotive Group, Jen Shorn for DA, PNC Bank, 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, Rob's Automotive and Collision, BCWSA, Fred Herron for Sheriff, the Revere Restaurant, DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza, Puss in Boots Tavern, Senator Steve Sanacero, the Pennsbury Football Parents Club. Great to be back here at home at Falcon Field. Again, homecoming activities at halftime, and the Long Orange Line will perform at halftime as they will get us going with the national anthem in just a bit. Today's game brought to you by Junior's Car Wash, Jammer Doors, Yardley Pharmacy and Supply, Charcoal BYOB, Yardley Family Haircutters, 9th Street on Main, Kramer's Bakery, the Trentonian, and this is the Trentonian pregame show. The Pennsbury Marching Band joined by some Pennsbury alumni and getting us closer to kickoff. Thanks to Galaxy Landscaping, to PIAA District 1, BAI Security, Haldeman Ford, along with Villa Rosa Pizzeria, and so much great community support for Falcon football. And right now we rise for the national anthem. Kickoff in just moments as the Falcons host North Penn. Falcons looking for their first win of the season up against the North Penn team that has a 5-2 overall record, led by head coach Dick Beck. Falcons, of course, led by head coach Galen Snyder. McCaffrey's Game of the Day on WBCB. Chris Ermer with Gus the Bus Barber, Ben Goldstein, Justin Lawrence behind the camera, our executive producer Bill Redner also here on site, and a special alma mater performance on a homecoming Saturday. right, let's get to it. High school football on the WBCB Sports Network. North Penn, a great start to the season for the Knights. They got off to a 3-0 start before falling to Neshaminy and Penridge, but they have rounded back into shape with wins over CB East, beating the Patriots 31-20 and upending CB South 28-7 last week, riding a little bit of momentum here into today's game against the Pennsbury Falcons. Meanwhile, it's been a struggle this season for the Falcons, especially on the offensive side of the football. The defense has done a good job to keep them in games, and they've had a lot of low-scoring, close games this season, but the Falcons still hungry for that first win of the year. Maybe today, a little homecoming motivation, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, anything that can get you going at this point in the season, you need to find something. We looked at it earlier. This offense is averaging, this team in total is averaging 5.3 points per game. Offense, when you narrow it down to special team touchdowns, defensive touchdowns, it's really about 3.5 points a game from the offense. So that's not going to win you football games, obviously. It hasn't done that so far. And, you know, week 7, you're looking for some sort of spark. Or week 8, you're looking for something to get you going, and hopefully a little homecoming Saturday afternoon game will get you going.
Yeah, we got homecoming action, and we'll have homecoming activities and the performance of the Pennsbury Marching Band at halftime as the Falcons get set to take the field. Today's game brought to you by Peruzzi Buick GMC, where our business is you. Right now at Peruzzi Buick GMC, it's a year-end clearance sale on GMC Sierras. 20% off MSRP on Peruzzi's entire inventory of Sierras, and Buicks offered at 0.9% financing and up to $3,000 off MSRP. Extraordinary savings at Peruzzi Buick GMC on Sierras and Buicks during this year-end clearance. Check it out, 20% off MSRP on Sierras and 0.9% financing on Buicks, plus $3,000 off MSRP. Peruzzi Buick GMC, Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills, where our business is you. And thanks also to Jammer Doors for helping to power portions of today's game. And Jammer inviting you to the grand opening of their brand new state-of-the-art showroom. It's happening on Monday, October 13th through October 18th at 2480 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1 in Lawrence Township. Check it out. Jammer Doors will be holding a store-wide sale on garage doors, entry doors, and windows. And if you ever thought of getting a new garage door, entry door, or window, this is the time to do it during their grand opening Monday, October 13th through the 18th. Jammer Doors, a local, family-owned business for over 100 years, and they install what they sell, no subcontractors, and you can help them celebrate. They have the grand opening of their new showroom Monday, October 13th through the 18th at 2480 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1, Lawrence Township, opposite the Lawrence Shopping Center. Again, a homecoming Saturday and also a birthday week for Gus the bus barber and my daughter, and it's the birthday of Ben Goldstein. So yes. Happy birthday, Ben.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Maybe the Falcons can get a win. Not only is it homecoming, but just to be back here at home, and that would be quite a gift. It's
great that we don't have to drive 45 minutes anymore for at least until the next week. But, you know, we had 3 straight weeks of that, so it's good to finally be back home. You know, the Phillies couldn't muster up any sort of great victory or comeback, so hopefully the Falcons will be able to bring it home.
Well, we expect both these teams here today to have a run-first approach. But for the Falcons, last week, their lone touchdown coming on a connection from quarterback Jack Arndt to Dante Ciola, who was able to get open. And they've been targeting their tight end a little bit more. And maybe we'll see that continue here today. And by throwing the football, it's opened up a little, some little openings on the run game.
Yeah, you'd be surprised to say that in the beginning of the season, but this ground and pound team, the team that loves to run the ball, they've scored more points on passing and defense combined than they have with the run game in total. So that just goes to show you the performance this offense has been giving out right now. But, yeah, able to find the connection through the air to Dante Ciola, and it looked like it was kind of like a broken play for the defense because he was wide open. Nobody within 10 yards of Ciola in the end zone to catch that ball.
And, Ben, not only that throw to Ciola, but they did a pretty good job of getting multiple guys open, and Jack Arndt was connecting. Again, didn't result in consistently moving the football, but a ray of optimism, a little ray of hope for this Pennsbury team as here come the North Penn Knights. Again, 5-2 for North Penn, coming off of a win over CB South. And the Falcons get set to take the field on a homecoming Saturday. Big thanks to Matt and Sean from Galaxy Landscaping. Time to get your lawn looking out of this world with Galaxy Landscaping. Whether you need annual mowing, whatever you need, they'll take care of it at Galaxy Landscaping, 267-842-5299. And here they are, the 2025 Pennsbury Falcons, led by Caden Brown and Jacob Parada. Through the banner, Parada was our guest on Wednesday at our high school coaches roundtable show, and we talked a little bit about how good the defense has been for this team, and they cannot let up at all. They're going to need to continue to improve because the offense has lagged, and if they're looking to get their first win of the season, it feels like for this team, it's going to be a defensive-led victory here against a tough North Penn team.
Yeah, the defense has been really showing out for this Pennsbury team. Keeping them in games, that has been the story for this defense. Causing turnovers, getting crucial stops. It has just been a big job for this defense.
And for North Penn, they're led by senior QB Matt Buxar. And Buxar, one of those dual threat kind of guys. He throws the football to wide receivers Mason Franick, and he'll also be looking for Will Rittenhouse through the air. On the ground, Aiden Ashley is their starting fullback, and Matthew Pownell is their starting running back here today as the captains get set to take the field for the Falcons. Sean Beatty, O'Brien, Caden Brown, and Ciola representing the Falcons.
And now, Chris, we got a little bit of rainfall coming in here. It's very light, but see a lot of water coming down from the sky, so could affect this game a little bit. It was raining this morning. We were pretty clear. Looked like we were going to be clear up until after kickoff, and now here we are with some rain as we're getting going.
Yeah, talk about optimism. I was optimistic that we would be able to get this game in and stay dry. Rain is coming later tonight, and tomorrow looks like a washout according to the 1490 forecast. But although skies were overcast, I thought we might stay dry, but a little rainfall right now as captains meet at midfield.
I don't think it'll totally affect the game because both these teams, as you said, primary form of offense is running the ball. So really nothing that'll crazily change this game at all.
Captains this season for the Knights, Matt Pownell, Mason Franick,
North Penn captains, number 6.
Jack Stigaitis out there with Dominic Tranzilli, Jack Silvers, and Matt Buxar.
Matt Buxar, number 11.
Have been their captains throughout the season.
Number 29.
And the Falcons
Pownell.
win the toss, and they'll take the football first. So we've talked about how most teams throughout the season have opted to defer to the second half. The Falcons want to get right after it on offense, and they will receive the opening kickoff here today, McCaffrey's Game of the Day on WBCB. So Falcons start on offense, but you can build a game-winning defense around your business with BAI Security, your local hometown security partner, protecting what matters most. 24/7 alarm monitoring, fire and burglar alarms, security camera, access control, and now fire protection, sprinklers, kitchen systems, and fire extinguisher services. Play smart and protected. BAI Security, protecting your business like a champion. Call 215-493-1414. That's 215-493-1414. From here, the Falcons will visit the Ghosts of Abington before hosting Neshaminy as this regular season winding down. And for the Knights, they will host CB West
North Penn will
and
kick off.
Abington
Pennsbury receiving
to wrap up
number
their regular
22,
season.
McCartney. Number 34, Bagley.
Matt McCartney, Luke Bagley, deep to receive the kick
Number 7,
for the
Kitcheman.
Falcons.
Number 11, Parada back to receive for the Falcons.
As Stegaitis has it teed up, but a little bit of a breeze, and it comes off of the tee. So overcast, a bit windy,
On your feet
and
for the
conditions
kickoff.
could play a role today.
Number 6,
Very
Jack
similar conditions to
Serrano
last
still
year
in the
when North Penn
kickoff
was here
for
in
North
the
Penn.
Saturday afternoon game. We got a little bit of rain, a little chilly.
22,
McCartney takes it at the 15, a nice return up to the 40, 43 before he is spilled by the North Penn coverage team, and the Falcons start with a good spot on the field.
4-yard line will take over 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
And it's a 1st and 10 for Pennsbury as they get their opening drive of the day going.
Takes the quarterback round. He threw his first touchdown pass.
And the Falcons,
Gio last week.
led by Jack Arndt. He's in the shotgun with Ciola in motion, moves to the other side of the formation. There's Randolph, who moves before the snap, and the handoff goes nowhere.
That was Cruzen on the handoff, who we saw get his first touches last week, and Pennsbury still trying to still trying to trickle in some new guys here, and Cruzen gets the first handoff of the day.
Yeah, no gain there for Cruzen. 2nd and 10 for the Pennsbury Falcons. And talking about mixing in some different guys, we've seen Noah McCardle get some touches. Of course, Caden Brown with the lion's share of carries. He and Ciola in motion across the formation as the snap comes out, and that draws some flags. That's a false start on the Falcons. Well, that's been another part of the season for Pennsbury, is that when some good things happen, they end up hurting themselves with penalties, some negative plays.
Yeah, self-inducing wounds have just been the story of this offense all season long, and it really seems like any time to get any kind of positive gain or any kind of positive moment.
3rd and 10 for Pennsbury from the 44-yard
Wow.
line.
All right, so 3rd and 10, but it felt like that whistle blew the play dead.
Yeah.
So they denied the penalty. It's a good option for the North Penn Knights, making it 3rd and 10 instead of 2nd and 15. They take the down away. But it felt like that was pre-snap movement and shouldn't have taken the down away from the Falcons.
Yeah,
Ciola, Brown go in motion. Randolph moves across, and he gets the football, tries to get to the outside. A couple of North Penn defenders slow him up, and then the rest of the defense bringing him down at the 45, brings up 4th and 9. And for Pennsbury, a 3 and out to get the day going.
Just a weird sequence that raining from that 3rd down, like you said, looked like it was a flag. It should have been blown dead. They kept the play going, and they just picked up the flag and said it was, just an incomplete pass, which looked like it happened because of the flag and the whistles.
So here is David Kane with a punt that goes off the side of his foot, takes a nice roll for the Falcons inside the 20, and touchdown by Kitcheman at the 18.
And Kane slips as he was punting that too, so you could tell this mist that's happening and all this rain that's accumulated over this morning, it's going to be an issue on this turf field.
Definitely was a factor right there. Senator Steve Sanacero proudly serving the 10th Senatorial District and proudly supporting today's football game on WBC as a public service to the community. Check out his website, senatorstevesanacero.com, for more info. Bucksar in the gun, hands off, gives it to Gray, running room to the far side of the field, and as he works the sideline, he picks up a 1st down and much more. Where did he step out? Stepped out at the 40. So that's a 20-yard pickup for North Penn on their first play from scrimmage.
32, Justin LaRue Madison, and 34, Bagel.
Yeah, they give to the junior running back, Riley Gray.
From their own 40-yard line.
Gray right now to the left of Bucksar, and he gets it again.
It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBC.
Pennsbury.
And LaRue Madison brings him down after a short gain, 2nd and 8 for the North Penn Knights.
47 Jones. 32 LaRue Madison.
And that's the type of defense that we've seen typically for this Pennsbury season. First play, obviously giving up that big play, but scratching that out of their head and just coming up with a big stop there on that first down.
Yeah, this defense has played great football. It's a pitch out, but it's going nowhere. Jacob Parada. We talked on Wednesday about his quickness and speed. Right there, reads the play and gets the tackle for a loss. Drops him for a 5-yard loss, makes it 3rd and 12.
Yeah, not only able to erase the bad play, but keep the momentum from the good stoppage right there. Getting behind the line of scrimmage, getting the ball carrier behind the line. Big TFL there for Pennsbury. It sets North Penn up in a long, 3rd and long.
And Bucksar all alone in the backfield. He's got 5 receivers here in this formation, and the Falcons take timeout to talk it over with 9:01 to go in the first quarter. Great to be back at Falcon Field for a homecoming Saturday. And the Pennsbury Football Parents Club, they invite you to check out the all-new concession stands at all the Pennsbury home games, and also check out the all-new Pennsbury apparel. And yeah, the concession stands are great. We're going to be back here for one more home game. The Falcons will host Neshaminy, and we'll have that for you on the WBCB Sports Network. PIAA looking for officials for all sports. If you're interested, visit PIAA.org for more info. Again, that's PIAA.org if you're interested in becoming an official. PIAA wishing all the student athletes the best of luck in the field and on the classroom. Same formation here, man in motion. Bucksar drops back, pressure up the gut. They set up the screen, get it to Gray, but Depew, the first guy to get to him, and then Beatty cleans it up, and the Falcons make the stop and will force a kick by North Penn.
Yeah, and it's the look that you wanted with the halfback screen. Everybody blitzing the quarterback. Wide open field for the running back. He's able to catch it and looked like he had plenty of green grass. Just had to shake Depew. But great job by Jacob Depew to lock in, get the tackle, at least affect him, and get him to the ground before he was able to make a big gain there.
Yeah, make that first contact. Beatty helping to clean things up. McCartney back for the punt.
That's up.
Jacob Parada nearly gets a piece of the kick. Fair catch, called for, dropped, picked up, and now McCartney with an opportunity to return it up near the 20 before he is knocked down. Late flag coming out. The play made by Marcellus Kimber.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be something after the play. It looked like a little bit of talking there because after that was a huge hit on the return there. But I'm not sure exactly what's going to go on. I would like to think it's North Penn just because they had the big hit and were able to make the stop. But Pennsbury has been inclined to get a lot of these penalties throughout the year.
And might even be trying to clean up those head-to-head collisions. And it certainly looked like there was a helmet-first approach. Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, after the play was over. So definitely some jawing, I think, from the big hit on the return. Couldn't hear the referee, but I don't know how I was able to read his lips. He must have a big mouth or something. Rarely emphasizes the words, but I could hear him mouth after the play was over.
It's probably your binoculars.
I don't even have my knocks. I don't know how I was able to see it, but I was.
Just got great eyes. Got great eyesight.
Ben has his knocks right now, and he didn't even look.
Yeah, David Kane actually just entered with the offense, so Arndt and Kane are both out there. So interesting what this play could be.
Well, this will improve the field position quite a bit. They'll walk it up to the 30. Yeah. High school football on BCB. Sorry, Gus.
No, just saying, I don't think the North Penn coaching staff is very happy because they are still on the field arguing about this call.
20 minutes from Langhorne, a better Ford car and truck buying experience at Haldeman Ford. Route 33, Hamilton Township. More selection, better price on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, and award-winning service. Haldeman Ford, Route 33, Hamilton Township. Oh yeah, they mark off the 15 yards, 1st and 10 for the Falcons from their own 30. Jack Arndt, Randolph in motion. The give to Caden Brown. Tries to take it between the tackles. But not much there. A tough yard on 1st down, 2nd and 9. Tackle made by Shippian.
Just a fair warning our viewers, it is misting and raining, so if you do see a hand come into the screen, it's just our lovely cameraman Justin trying to clean off the lens for you guys.
Brown was in motion. Arndt throws the football, looking for Connor Randolph. Looked like he kind of had placed it right in that window for Randolph, but late recognition by the receiver and an incompletion brings up 3rd and long.
Looked like it was a little over Randolph's head, but a nicely placed ball. Kind of threaded that needle nicely for Randolph, but just over his head.
David Kane into the huddle for the Falcons. What do they come up with here on 3rd and 9? Probably a passing down. Connor Randolph to the near side, and now Dante Ciola moves to that side of the formation. Randolph in motion, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper for Arndt. Kind of spun and then tucked it away and is brought down by Jacob Garrett. The junior makes the stop and forces another Pennsbury punt. Well, a homecoming Saturday, and at halftime we'll have the Pennsbury Falcon Marching Band and all of the homecoming activities. Kane standing on the 20 and gets off a good spiraling kick this time. Takes a nice Falcon hop to the 31. And that's where the Knights will take over. Their second drive of the day starts at their own 31-yard line. And again, reminding you, 20 minutes from Langhorne, a better Ford car and truck buying experience. We're talking about Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. More selection, better price on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, and award-winning service. Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Bucksar will move Gray in motion, fake the handoff, pressure up the middle, and somehow gets that pass off, completes it to Riley Gray. Pressure right there from Sam Comer. Almost brought down Bucksar, but somehow they make a positive out of what looked like a big negative, and they gain 3.
And that's huge because it looked like it was going to be a big negative sack there. Put him way behind the sticks, and just able to get that ball off was immaculate job.
Yeah, excellent job by Bucksar turning garbage into gold and finding Gray over the middle. Great play.
Yeah, kind of had to shovel that one like off of his shoulder. Here, everybody in tight, and a handoff on 2nd and 7. And a nice job there by the Falcons as they stop Panal. Makes it 3rd and 4. They move it up to the Falcon 37. Panal in the backfield, and they'll throw low, incomplete. Looking for Gray. Depues there defensively for the Falcons, and that will force another punt. This time it's the Knights that have to give it up.
Well, if you like punts so far, we got a good game for you.
It's a punt-a-thon here on homecoming for the Pennsbury Falcons. McCartney back to receive. Falcons have done a pretty good job when you look at some of the special teams field position stuff. Wow, a booming high kick. McCartney, fair catch called for and hauled in at the 19-yard line.
22, Matt McCartney, fair catch.
Nice job there by McCartney to secure the football for the Falcons as they get the offense going once again from their own 19-yard line. Ain't nobody, and we mean no one, makes better South Philly sandwiches and hoagies than 9th Street on Main in Yardley. 40 South Main Street, they got steak sandwiches made with sliced ribeye, chicken cutlet sandwiches, pan-fried the old school way. South Philly hoagies made on the South Philly seeded bread. 9th Street on Main in Yardley. Falcons back to work. Ciola across the formation. There's Randolph in motion. And the handoff, not much there. As again, they go to cruising. As this season has unfolded, we've seen Cruzen get more carries, Noah McCardle with more rushes, and Caden Brown's workload also went up a little bit with the loss of Jordan Brensinger earlier this season. But they have not been able to get that ground and pound attack going. Now Arndt will look to throw, tuck it away, and rush it up near the 25-yard line. Picks up 7. And we'll call it 6. 3rd and 4. So makeable down and distance. The Falcons have been in 3rd and long.
You look at Pennsbury, of course, 0-7, not a great season, but they have been plagued by injuries. The Brensinger injury early in the year, and they just lost Henry Garlitz for presumably the rest of the season last week. So those are two of your best guys out there, and losing them, it really is a shame how this Falcons season has progressed.
David Kane resets, and now the Falcons look like they were set down, and then they pop out of it. You know, they've been moving Ciola and Brown across the formation pre-snap, and I think that movement maybe had another one of the offensive linemen flinch. So there you looked like it was more makeable down and distance, and now again they hurt themselves and pushed themselves into a 3rd and long.
Yeah, with all this movement, you're trying to confuse and get the defense offsides and try to get them confused. Sometimes that happens with your own offense. It gets your own offense confused with all the movements and gets them to move.
Yeah, don't confuse yourself. All right, with 3:37 to go, first quarter, the Falcons take a timeout, and it is a homecoming Saturday. Not quite like last year. I mean, Ben, it is rainy, overcast, a little drizzly.
Last year was pretty bad.
It was pretty rough.
Yeah, and I was up on the roof for that game. That was.
And even up there,
that was unfortunate.
The rain was kind of coming in sideways.
Yeah, it was raining sideways. My hoodie was difficult. It was rough, but we battled through last year, and hopefully a different result this year for on the field.
And expected better weather conditions, although they have, they've not been good since we've had kickoff with a little more rain here. All right, 3rd and 10. David Kane split wide to the near side. Randolph in motion, gets that little shovel pass, trying to get to the outside, and they cut him off. The first guy over there was Mohamed Darissa.
Stumped on the play by number 3, Burner from North Penn.
Right, number 16 was out there. He's a freshman. And he was the guy who set the edge defensively. Yeah, number 16.
Caden Brown down for Pennsbury.
Injury timeout on the field with 3:22 to go in the first quarter. We'll step aside and return for more high school football in just a moment.
Hey BCWSA customers, this is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. My friends at BCWSA are committed to providing us with safe, reliable water and sewer services. They operate state-of-the-art treatment facilities, provide clean drinking water, and make much-needed investments to protect our environment and ensure a sustainable future. Learn how BCWSA's investments help grow and serve our communities. Visit bcwsa.net. BCWSA, prove it.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Fred Herron, As your Bucks County Sheriff, it's my job to uphold the law and keep our community safe.
Number 8.
Caden Brown was the Pennsbury Falcon shaken up on the play, but he was able to walk to the near sideline without any help. But 4th down and long brings back David Kane to do some more kicking for the Falcons. And that's blocked at the 10-yard line. The Knights knock it down, and they will get the football inside the 10. Shippian was in there, and also number 33, Jacob Garrett. And they were all over David Kane. Almost took the football right off of his foot. So 1st and goal for North Penn. In the early going, it seemed like the Falcons had the edge when it comes to special teams play. But that's a big turnaround right there. And in a game where both offenses have had trouble moving the ball, a golden opportunity for North Penn. Bucksar under center. Hands off to Penal, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run for North Penn comes with 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And the Knights in front 6-0.
We'll go back to the blocked punt. Both of the North Penn edges just coming off the ends and beating their guy off the edge and getting to Kane, get down in front, and North Penn able to capitalize it easily as it starts to pour here at Pennsbury.
The extra point is up and good. So 7-0 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. A 9-yard TD from Penal. And with the rain coming down, we're going to worry about keeping our camera dry.
I guess we shouldn't have said anything about the conditions last year because this is kind of similar now. So,
and keep trying to keep our crew dry. As we come back up the field, Peruzzi Buick GMC, where our business is you. And right now at Peruzzi Buick GMC, year-end clearance sale with 20% off MSRP on Peruzzi's entire inventory of Sierras and Buicks, offered at 0.9% financing. And hold on a second. About to approach the football, but didn't get the whistle yet. Kickoff here, angled towards McCartney. He'll take it at the 11 and up to the 25 before he is flattened. The ball comes out, but the officials are going to say McCartney is down, and that might be a break for Pennsbury. Up here, couldn't see exactly when that ball came loose, but that was a heck of a hit.
Huge break right there for Pennsbury.
McCartney brings it back to the Pennsbury 25.
So the Falcons from their own 25.
looks like the ball came out after McCartney was down, so
good call.
I think it was the correct call.
Thank God we have Ben with instant replay.
Yeah, a little instant replay.
Caden Brown also is back into the game, so that's really good to see for Pennsbury.
Under center is Arndt. The give to Cruzen, but false start on Pennsbury. So we've had a few false starts.
Flag on the play.
What was the one? It was a illegal shift.
First and 15 from their 20-yard line.
So 1st and 15 as this drive starts behind the sticks. And Kane into the huddle for the play. 2:55 remaining in the first quarter. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB. Bagley in motion. The give to Brown. And Caden Brown refusing to go down. You know, we've seen that from the tough Pennsbury running back, and here takes it up to the 27-yard line with a 5-yard pickup, or a 7-yard pickup.
And Shippian on the tackle for tonight, so it'll bring up 2nd and 7 from the Pennsbury 23-yard line.
2nd and 7, and here maybe just chip away, try to make it a more manageable 3rd down. The give goes to Cruzen, and he'll fall forward, get up near the 30. They'll mark him down at the 29. So not much there on second down, and makes it 3rd and 7.
And 6 from the 24-yard line.
Well, a little more rain than we were expecting this Saturday afternoon, as we were expecting the cloud cover.
Yeah, it's a homecoming tradition at this point.
Back-to-back years hosting North Penn, and little rain falling at Falcon Field. It's a pitch out to Cruzen. Running room maybe to the outside, but now they shut it down. And Cruzen forced out at the 30. Brings up 4th and 5. And David Kane has been busy doing a bunch of punting, and actually has worked his way on the field with the Pennsbury offense. So he's gotten more snaps in that regard as well, but lots of punts, and this one has time, gets it away. A high booming kick, fair catch, called for and made by Pannell. So under a minute remaining in the first quarter of the McCaffrey's game of the day here on WBCB. And big thanks to Kramer's Bakery over in Yardley, baking things great since 1946. Handmade baked goods made fresh daily on the premises. And Kramer's features custom cakes, dessert cakes with real fruit, cheesecakes, Danish, pastry, their own fresh donuts.
That's what I've done every day for nearly 40 years in law enforcement.
14 East Afton Avenue, Kramer's Bakery. The give goes to Gray on the jet sweep, and Gray with a big pickup up across the 40-yard line before he is banged down. Jacob Parada in on the stop, but it comes after a North Penn first down.
A huge run right there. Just an angry run at the end of it. Just Gray putting his shoulder into a couple Pennsbury defenders, putting him into the ground, just looking for contact there. Big attitude run.
Yeah, he's picked up a couple of explosive runs for North Penn. From the 37, again, Gray gets the give, trying to get to the outside. Flag comes out. This one's coming back, holding on the Knights.
I think the ref hit one of the North Penn linemen in the head with his flag. saw some sort of change of direction, so that's why they wear a helmet, I guess, for the incoming laundry.
You definitely know who it's on if the flag hits you.
It's like insult to injury.
So the Knights guilty of a hold on that play. Hey, don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. Outstanding local and national sports coverage that you can count on 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. Getting to the final seconds of the first quarter, North Penn in front 7-0. Got a touchdown after a blocked punt. Put them inside the 10. Here Bucksar under center, drops back. Play action, pressure up the middle, escapes the pocket. Comer chasing him, and LaRue Madison will get to him and flatten Bucksar at the 46.
Justin LaRue Madison.
So they just get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brings up 2nd and 20 and brings us to the end of the first quarter. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB. North Penn with a 7-0 lead will return to Falcon Field in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Fred Herron. As your Bucks County Sheriff, it's my job to uphold the law and keep our community safe. That's what I've done every day for nearly 40 years in law enforcement. From the streets of Bensalem to the county courthouse, my focus has been on making our families feel secure in their homes, neighborhoods, and our schools. Safety requires proven leadership because in this office, experience is everything. This November, vote for our team so we can continue providing dependable leadership for our community. I'm your Sheriff, Fred Herron, and I approve this message.
All right, so adjusting the game clock, they're going to put 6 seconds, or 0.6. Right now, there hasn't been an adjustment on the scoreboard. And the officials are waiting for the clock to reflect the fact that there is still a little bit of time left in the second quarter. Stay with us at halftime. We'll have homecoming activities. And the Pennsbury Falcon Marching Band will also recap first half scoring and look at some first half stats. Yeah, 0.6 up on the clock, and now they've adjusted it to 6 seconds, which is probably enough for just one play. As Bucksar from the gun drops back, looks downfield, throws, overshoots his target. Wide open was Penal. And 0.4 seconds still remaining in the first quarter. And third and extremely long.
20 from the Pennsbury 47-yard line.
3rd and 20 after that penalty earlier in the drive.
O'Brien check in for Pennsbury along with 47 Jones.
Falcons bring in some pass rushers. Ciola, Jones, Sylvester Jones, that wide split to the far side, and Bucksar will look downfield. The horn sounds as we come to the end of the quarter, and the pass incomplete over the middle. Actually looked like the Falcons had a better shot. Jacob Depew was kind of in the neighborhood. All right, so after one quarter, the score remains 7-0. North Penn in front. And we'll return to Falcon Field for more high school football in just a moment.
McCaffrey's Express makes grocery shopping easy. McCaffrey's now offers online shopping, curbside pickup, or delivery. You get the same in-store prices and no third-party markup. Products are chosen by McCaffrey's own trained staff. Text messages are even accepted for order changes. Shop your way at McCaffrey's Food Markets, online or the app, and earn awards and use digital coupons. McCaffrey's Food Markets in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road, Yardley. Also in Newtown, New Hope, Doylestown, Princeton, and West Windsor.
Winter weather is near, and 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County will make sure your home is ready for any harsh winter conditions. Whether it's heater replacement, repair, boilers, or furnaces, their top-notch service will make sure you'll never be left out in the cold with one.
Hey, David Schilling getting a little recognition from the Pennsbury PA, and a nice round of applause from the Falcon fans here on a Saturday afternoon. Well, what do you know? Another punt. And this one begins the second quarter. North Penn kicking it away. End-over-end kick, angled here to the near side. And that should be marked down around the 26.
There you go.
So yeah, at the 26, Falcons will start a drive as we start the second quarter in the McCaffrey's game of the day. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day. What do you know, a visit to the booth from Mama Goldstein.
Mama Goldstein coming through with some
just
cupcakes.
handed me cupcakes, said happy birthday, for me and Ben's birthday.
That is awesome.
Eating one of those.
At
later.
halftime, maybe we'll have a little birthday celebration. Brown in motion. Arndt looking downfield, delivers a nice throw, and hits Kitcheman. That's a 10-yard, maybe an 11-yard pickup, depending on where they mark it, but it's a Falcon first down. Wow, big-time throw right there from Arndt.
Nice throw, too. It looked like a nice bullet to the receiver, a little higher to get away from the secondary players, and good job for the receiver to come down with it.
Say right between the numbers, but he only has one number, so it hit him right on the 7 with that pass, and Falcons from the 37 give to Brown. Brown up the middle, picks up 3. That makes it 2nd and 7.
And maybe sometimes, if you want the Falcons to get a rally going, you bring us food. We got bananas one time. Falcons came back and won. Cupcakes. Falcons got something going on offense. So.
Yeah, we had the bananas game, but this football is no cupcake. So hopefully the Falcons can toughen up here in this game.
And certainly no cupcakes on the field.
All right, there's Brown and Ciola sliding to the near side. Randolph in motion, gets the shovel pass, little give for Randolph, but no running room. As
17.
bunch of Knights are there, including Jacob Garrett.
Ashley 8 and 22 on the tackle for North Penn.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Darren Turner, number 3.
So another 3rd and long
Will bring up 3rd
for the
from
Falcons.
the Pennsbury 39-yard line.
Well, what we saw earlier in this drive, how about another hookup with Kitcheman? Possibly a throwing down, but they'll give on the counter to Cruzen, and Cruzen runs right into the arms of David Lewis, and it's another kick. Falcons will bring David Kane back out, drop him back to punt.
8 Kane to do the punting duties for the Falcons.
And the offense just not able to get anything going against this stifled North Penn defense.
I mean, fortunately, the defense, again, playing very, very well. Nice kick over the head of Pinal, and will roll inside the 20. And touched up there by LaRue Madison. 1st and 10 for North Penn from their own 18. Yeah, like you said, Gus, Pennsbury not able to do much moving the football, but they've done a really good job stopping North Penn. The only exception being the blocked punt inside the 10, and then the 9-yard run into the end zone for the only score of the day.
Yeah, if North Penn is setting up on their side of the 50-yard line, it seems like it's a real hard time moving the ball against the Pennsbury defense. But like you said, the one time they were set up in the red zone, like at the 10-yard line, it was very easy for them to get in. So I would continue the same here. I would think to continue to see the same thing with this Pennsbury defense.
Yeah, it's tough when you gift wrap the field position like that. Oh, there's a positive gain for Pinal. He's across the 30 to the 32. Picks up 12 and a North Penn first down. Clock working down to the 9-minute mark. Great to have you with us on a Saturday afternoon for some high school football on WBCB. This takes us back to the days before the Falcons got the lights at Falcon Fields, and all of their home games were on Saturday afternoons. Here, a handoff on first down, and a tough gain. Not much there. Sylvester Jones in on the stop as the Knights move it up to the 36.
And it's been a while since this stadium hasn't had lights, because even when I was a kid growing up, I remember coming to these Friday night games. So it must have been a while ago when they were doing these Saturday games.
I mean, it really wasn't that long ago.
Really?
I mean, I'm thinking the 1990s, 1980s.
That makes
I think
sense.
it might have been in the early 2000s when they got the lights at Falcon Field. A throw from Buxar completes the pass. Jacob Parada in pursuit, gets it out to Aiden Ashley, and that'll be enough for another North Penn first down.
Yeah, Buxar right there got split in half from Beatty off the edge. Just a corner blitz. Nobody picked it up. Able to get the ball off quick enough so it didn't get affected by the hit. But, man, did he get split in half.
So right up to midfield go the Knights. Our executive producer saying it was when Mike Elko was coaching for the Falcons.
Oh. Elko wanted the lights.
Yeah. Well, it was a whole thing. It was like some local politics involved, different factions. Buxar downfield has Pinal, and it's broken up by Sean Beatty. The pass just a little bit underthrown, and that was enough for Beatty to make a play on the football. Brings up 2nd and 10 and stops the clock with 7:50 to go in the first half.
50 remaining in the second quarter. Pennsbury 73.
So after the pass breakup, Sean Beatty will sit this play out. Aiden Kitcheman on defensively for the Falcons. From the gun, Buxar fakes the give. It's a quarterback keeper, and nothing doing as LaRue Madison was not fooled. And a good stick to bring up 3rd and 9.
It'll bring up 3rd and 9 from the Falcon 49-yard line.
4th tackle for LaRue Madison today. He has been all over the place and gets a sack there.
It feels like we've just been saying his name all year long on this defense. He has just been an outstanding player for this defensive unit, and one of the reasons they have had such success shutting down these potent offenses.
Timeout taken by North Penn. Comes with 7:12 to go in quarter number 2. Falcons playing some pretty good defense. North Penn's defense playing pretty well today, and you can build a game-winning defense around your business with BAI Security, your local hometown security partner, protecting what matters most. 24/7 alarm monitoring, fire and burglar alarms, security camera, access control, and now fire protection, sprinklers, kitchen systems, and fire extinguisher services. Play smart and protected. BAI Security, protecting your business like a champion. Call 215-493-1414. That's 215-493-1414. PIAA District 1 looking for officials for all sports. If you're interested, visit PIAA.org.
You can even hit football players in the heads with your throwing flags.
3rd and long, and looked like Jones jumps. Was he drawn off? No, it's an offside on the Falcons. So it makes it 3rd and 5.
44-yard line.
Again, big thanks to BAI Security, all of our community partners, for helping to power portions of today's high school football on BCB. On 3rd and 5, pressure up the middle. They set up that screen, and it's knocked down by Bagley, Luke Bagley, with the deflection. And yeah, he almost was able to come up with the deflection and interception.
Man, he almost had the play of the year with that. That would have been amazing to swat it in the air like a volleyball, catch it coming down. And if he comes down with it, there's plenty of green grass in front of him. He might have been able to take it all the way.
All right, going for it on 4th down. The Knights on 4th and 4. 4 receivers here for Buxar. In the backfield with him is Cameron Maynor. And Buxar, flush from the pocket, pulls it down and now throws downfield a wobbler that is incomplete. Intended for Sal Colella, but Depew there with the defense for the Pennsbury Falcons, and that was kind of a pop-up. That could have been anybody's football.
Where would the Falcons be without Depew and LaRue Madison? Those two, number 32 and 33, are all over the place on defense every single play, every single game, and they have been huge for the Falcons this year in their first year as starters.
No question about it, and you got to give credit to their teammates on the defensive side of the football, giving them opportunities to make those plays so they get the turnover on downs. Falcons now with it 1st and 10 from the 44. And Arndt will throw it on 1st down, looking for Randolph. That's a tough play. They tried to squeeze it into that window earlier, and again, an incompletion.
And if he just gets the throw down a little bit, it looks like they're able to complete it because there is room there, just both times a little overthrown.
So 2nd and 10, clock under the 7-minute mark. In the backfield here with Arndt is cruising. Randolph in motion. And Arndt looking downfield. The pocket collapses, stays on his feet, up to midfield, makes a little spin move, and is finally brought down across midfield at the 49. Did a little dipsy doodle, but didn't get a lot more yardage out of it. But now a third and manageable down and distance situation.
Arndt was in absolute mayhem, total just trouble, and somehow bounces off of it, finds a hole, escapes, breaks a tackle, and gets a really outstanding 7 yards.
Yeah, finds something out of the chaos there. Kitcheman goes to the far side. Ciola to the near side. A lot of pre-snap movement, and the give is to Cruzen. Cruzen to the 45, and that's a Pennsbury Falcon first down. A well-executed rush, some good blocks out there for Cruzen. So best drive of the first half for Pennsbury, but still with a lot of work in front of them. 1st and 10 from the 45. Kane split to the far side. The give to Cruzen, and he is slowed down and then brought down after a short pickup.
Cruzen on more positive yards for the Falcons. It'll bring up 2nd and 7 from the
Play made by team captain Dominic Tranzilli for North Penn, brings up 2nd and 6. Again, as those two guys move across the formation, one of the offensive linemen comes out of the stance. That's a false start. So, boy, right on cue, just as I give him credit for the most promising drive, a flag comes out and a self-inflicted paper cut. It's death of 1,000 paper cuts for this team. Puts him behind the sticks as Kane to the far side of the field, and a whistle.
Oh, man.
And another false start. Back-to-back false starts on the Falcons. I mean, it goes to your point earlier, Gus. You say you want to confuse the opposition, but if you do too much of that, you can confuse yourself.
Yeah, and they're getting really confused, and it's been all season long. The offense, you see a lot of these false starts before they're even really set. It's like they're still getting onto the line, and all of a sudden there's a false start. It would be one thing if it's just one occurrence, one game, but this has been all year long. They've really got to clean those up and figure it out.
On 2nd and 17, Arndt looks downfield, throws for Beatty, but just out of his reach, incomplete.
These have been great targets from Arndt to he had a couple to Randolph. He had that one to Beatty, but he's just overthrowing and missing his target. And he definitely had Beatty there in stride, just too much.
Yeah, missed him by inches as Beatty stuck that hand out, but couldn't reel it in. Mentioned earlier, Pennsbury defender Luke Bagley, who came up with a play, and he's been used on both sides of the football, was able to talk to one of the Pennsbury parent club the main leaders of Rachel Bagley earlier about Nate, who played here at Pennsbury. A throw over the middle, deflected, incomplete on 3rd and long. Nate got banged up in one of his college football games, but fortunately, looks like he is going to be making a full recovery and was expected to be here at the game today.
Yeah, he's here.
Right
down
nice.
there next to Walker Murray down there. C.J. Weiser with him as well, down on the sideline.
You know, some of his former teammates visited Nate, who's still recovering. And, yeah, it looked like they all came to the game together. Well, another kick for the Falcons. They got to give it away on a 4th and long. David Kane back to let it go. And a nice kick here, maybe helped a bit by the wind, and it checks out of bounds at the 15. So a good job to pin North Penn deep in their own end. The only score today coming with 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter after North Penn was able to block a Pennsbury punt. They were set up inside the 10, and a 9-yard Penal run got him into the end zone. And with the extra point, the score remains 7-0.
We're shooting T-shirts here, Chris.
What's that?
We're showing some T-shirts here. We got blue T-shirts on a pink out. That's an interesting choice.
Bucks are hands off, and Matt Penal up near the 25. That's going to be close to a first down. They'll say it's a 9-yard pickup. So 2nd and 1 for the Knights. Under 3.5 to go in the first half. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB. A homecoming Saturday for these Pennsbury Falcons. North Penn looking for their 6th win of the season. The give goes to Gray. And it's a short pickup, but it's enough for a North Penn first down and a fresh set of downs for the Knights.
And we're getting close to the halftime here, so you have to think time is of the essence. Only 3 minutes left on the clock. North Penn have done a great job of moving the ball, but they have plenty of field to go here still.
And I would think for North Penn, you're thinking you just don't want to give the football back to Pennsbury before halftime. It will be North Penn to get the football first, and they move before the snap. A false start on the Knights will make it 1st and 15.
Oh, they got rid of the launcher. We're just throwing them now. The
T-shirts going into the stands here
the launcher was
at Pennsbury.
Launcher was not working. It was not doing its part, so we're just throwing them now. I don't think they'll be able to reach up here. Kind of up. We're up pretty high.
I formation for North Penn. Bucks are under center. And gives to Penal, the tailback. Spin move up to the 35. And Penal with another 9-yard gain. And North Penn will take a timeout with 2:12 to go. So it goes to your point, Gus, about getting close to halftime and just being aware of the clock and seeing if they can make the most out of this drive.
Yeah, 2:12 left. They still have a couple timeouts left. Well, I don't know exactly now. After this one, they haven't updated the scoreboard. I believe they only have one. Yep, they only have one timeout left. So still plenty of ways to go, but you do have 2 minutes left. It's not a lot of time, but it's enough time.
Well, with the timeout on the field, remind you that today's game is brought to you by Haldeman Ford. 20 minutes from Langhorne, a better Ford car and truck buying experience at Haldeman Ford. Route 33 in Hamilton Township. More selection, better price on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, and award-winning service. Haldeman Ford, Route 33, Hamilton Township. 2nd and 3 out of the timeout. Bucks are in the gun, hands off, and no gain as Sam Comer is there for the stop. And he said, "You're not going anywhere." Brings up 3rd and 3.
And was able to pressure him behind the line of scrimmage, so looks like it was a 1-yard loss on the play.
I mean, this is when Pennsbury might start to think about utilizing their final timeout. But first, looking for a stop. Looks like some confusion up front for the Falcons. It's a pass, deflected, and incomplete. Defensively there, Jacob Depew. And makes it 4th and 4. And another kick. Well, we have had a ton of punts. A defensive struggle between these two teams in the first half. McCartney drops back,
22, McCartney back to receive for the Falcons.
and he'll receive the kick, waiting for it at the Falcon 35.
Latest, the punt for the Knights.
Nice kick, comes to the near side and skips out of bounds at the 37.
Falcons will take over first
So
and 10
1:27 remaining in the second quarter, and it's Falcon football, 1st and 10. Now the Falcons also recognizing you don't have a lot of time, but you also don't want to throw the football around and give it right back to the Knights either.
7, Aiden Kitcheman checks in for the Falcons.
Kitcheman splits wide to the far side, Randolph to the near side, and it's a handoff. Cruising for a yard.
49, Cruson on the carry. He has a couple.
2nd and 9.
Second, 9 from the Falcon 38-yard line.
And now Sean Beatty enters the huddle.
Sean Beatty, 3 checks in for the Falcons.
Yeah, now maybe on 2nd and short, you take a shot downfield. Beatty and Randolph to the near side. And Arndt looks that way, throws, looking for Beatty, and off of his hands, incomplete. Gray was there, a little bit of contact, some hand fighting between those two. And it looked like it was momentarily on the hands of Sean Beatty.
38-yard line.
But incompletion brings up 3rd and 9. And the clock stopped with 47 ticks remaining before the break.
Well, you know what Jerry Rice says? If it hits my hands, I got to catch it. And that certainly hit his hands. Tough job trying to do it, fighting through the contact of the cornerback. But it was a good-looking ball. He was able to try to get a hand on it.
I mean, the officials were right there. They kind of said, hey, let him play.
Yeah.
Because it looked like there
Timeout,
was a little contact as that ball was in the air. Timeout
timeout of the
for
half.
Pennsbury, their final timeout of the first half. And today's game brought to you in part by the fastest growing and most award-winning locally owned and operated car wash in Lower Bucks. We're talking about Juniors Express, which is right near Pennsbury High School at the corner of New Falls and Hood Boulevard. Juniors Express, owned by a Pennsbury graduate, proud to support his alma mater. Join Juniors Express Car Wash's rewards program and get a free $20 car wash. Take advantage of discounted monthly packages and free vacuums. Juniors Express Car Wash, open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 7, Sundays 8 to 7 at the corner of New Falls and Hood Boulevard. Also 2270 Bristol, Oxford Valley Road in Levittown. 3rd and 9, and Arndt drops back to throw. Pocket collapses, and he is sacked on the play.
Back to pass.
Brought down by Darren Berner.
Yeah, flag after the play, though.
And this likely going on, going to go against North Penn.
Yeah, it looks like somebody maybe hit the quarterback a little late there. Whistles being blown, and multiple people still going after the quarterback.
So they'll mark off 15 for Pennsbury, and this will give them a first down. Coach Beck out there giving his team an earful.
Yeah, you can hear it all the way from up here, too.
He's barking
We have
at his boys.
personal foul. We'll bring it out to the
So
49
Falcons
yard
now
line. Will they
with it
take over
at the
first and 10?
49, but when the whistle blows, the clock starts to run. So we're down to half a minute remaining. Brown in motion, the throw to Kitcheman, and he's hit right after he makes the grab. Riley Gray out there with a nice open field tackle.
Yeah, no timeout. They're just going to go quick here.
And will they get the playoff? Down to 5 seconds remaining. Beatty and Kitcheman line up, and they do get the snap off, or did they?
I don't think everybody was set.
So officials are looking at that guy. Official didn't have a flag. I know he threw too many flags, and now he was looking for the yellow flag. He throws his hat off.
We've had a guy get hit in the head with a flag, and now we're using hats as flags. This is quite a show we got going on here.
Somebody get that guy a flag.
And it's only the first half.
So a false start against Pennsbury.
Looks like we have a Falcon penalty or bring it back to the Falcon 46. We'll have it for second 13.
No time left on the clock, but because of the penalty, they will be able to run one final play in the first half. So second and long, and Arndt from the gun will throw, looking for Kitcheman, and goes through his hands, incomplete. Brings us to the end of the first half in the McCaffrey's game of the day. The Pennsbury Falcons trail the North Penn Knights 7-0. Stay with us. We've got the Pennsbury Marching Band homecoming ceremonies. We'll take a look at first half scoring and first half stats. We'll be right back on the WBCB Sports Network.
Winter weather is near, and 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County will make sure your home is ready for any harsh winter conditions. Whether it's heater replacement, repair, boilers, or furnaces, their top-notch service will make sure you'll never be left out in the cold with 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County. Call them today, 267-606-1622. That's 267-606-1622 for 1 hour heating and air conditioning of Bucks County. Your trusted heating and cooling expert in Bucks County for over 30 years. 1 hour heating and air conditioning. 267-606-1622.
Bucks County, this is home. It's where I was raised, where I learned right from wrong, where I'm raising my family, and where I've spent my life fighting for justice. I've taken on the toughest fights against murderers, traffickers, and child predators who believed they could prey upon the innocent and walk free. I've proven them wrong. I've stood toe-to-toe with the worst among us, delivered justice, and made our communities safer. Because in Bucks County, law and order are not up for debate. And as your district attorney, I will never stop fighting to protect our families and uphold justice. Justice isn't just my job, it's a solemn promise. A promise that every family can sleep safely at night, that no victim will ever be forgotten, and that in Bucks County, crime has consequences. Under my watch, the law is not a suggestion, it's an unbreakable pact. Justice will be swift, it'll be certain, and it'll be served. I'm Jennifer Shorn, and I will never stop fighting for Bucks County. Our families, our safety, our home.
The Peruzzi Automotive Group on Business Route 1 in Fairless Hills is looking for auto techs, all skill levels. Here's a chance to work for a locally owned family business that offers many benefits. For more information, call the service director, John Damarotis, at 215-943-6200. That's 215-943-6200, or visit any Peruzzi service department.
Strong starts are essential on the field and in life. That's why PNC created the Grow Up Great program, a $350 million multi-year bilingual initiative that began in 2004 to help prepare children from birth to age 5 for success in school and life. PNC is helping children in our community more than ever grow up great. Learn more at pncgrowupgreat.com. PNC.
All right, welcome back to Pennsbury High School. We got a little birthday celebration up here in the broadcast booth at halftime as the Long Orange Line, the Pennsbury Falcon Marching Band, is set to perform. And so we crank up our mics and get their performance going on WBCB. 7-0 our score. The lone touchdown for North Penn coming after Pennsbury had a punt blocked and set up the Knights inside the 10, resulted in a 9-yard Matt Ponnell rush into the end zone. But both defenses playing pretty well. So this thing's shaking. Got a little movement up here.
Bleachers are not our friends right now. They're giving us a little swaying, and this being that high up, it's not fun.
All right, the Falcons, Long Orange Line, getting a little round of applause. All right, the band is ready to go. So let's check them out on a homecoming Saturday here on WBCB. Another great performance by the Pennsbury Falcon marching band, the Long Orange Line, and they just seem to be getting better week after week, adding a little bit more to their performance. And at halftime, the Falcons trailing North Penn 7-0. And we'll check in with Ben with some first half stats. The only score coming on a 9-yard touchdown run from Matt Pennell after the Pennsbury Falcons had a punt blocked deep in their own end. And other than that, the Falcons have played very well defensively, forcing North Penn to kick the ball a bunch, but they can't move the ball either, and they've been forced into kicks every series that they've had, every drive ending in a punt with the exception of that one touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for Gaudy's scorebook with really high offensive numbers, you're not going to get it here.
Look elsewhere.
Yeah, you're not going to get it here. We'll start with the North Penn Knights, who are leading. Matt Buxer is 2 for 9 passing, which is 18 yards, 1 sack. He also has 1 rush for no yards. Riley Gray has 4 rushes. He's leading the way with 43 yards. He also has 2 receptions for 8 yards. Matt Poundwell. Matt Poundwell, 8 rushes, 31 yards with a 9-yard touchdown. And Aiden Ashley with 4 rushes, 15 yards, and 1 fumble. 116 total yards, 98 rushing yards on the ground, and just the 1 turnover. And we'll get to Pennsbury after the homecoming court.
All right, yeah, we turn back to the field.
First,
here's our homecoming court.
we have Olivia Barnes. Olivia is a proud member of the Pennsbury community and loves to get involved both in and out of school. She is a dedicated member of Wink for Pink, Minithon, UNICEF, and is passionate about her role of secretary of the Water Club. She also loves to learn. She is an honors and AP student and an active member of the National Honor Society, whose favorite class is psychology. Her favorite memories at PHS were junior prom and senior sunrise. She thanks her parents, brothers, teachers, and friends who supported her during her time here at Pennsbury. Olivia is escorted by Gavin Luciano. Gavin is involved member inside and outside of the school. He is a member of the varsity lacrosse team. He is the treasurer of the Hunger Action Club. Gavin has an interest in business and finance. His favorite class at PHS is wealth management, and he plans to major in financial planning in college.
Next up is Odasia Baker. She is honored to represent Pennsbury High School as a nominee for this year's homecoming court. Throughout her time at Pennsbury, she has actively contributed to the school community through leadership and service, while also balancing work and volunteer experiences. Odasia approaches every situation with dedication and pride, from managing the girls lacrosse team to serving as a student ambassador and holding officer positions in HOSA, Mini-a-thon, Best Buddy, and the Human Anatomy Club. She is involved in so much of our community here at PHS. Odasia is also a proud Girl Scout of 11 years and a member of the National Honor Society. Odasia is escorted by Thomas Cullen. TJ Cullen is honored to be one of the final 5 nominees of the homecoming court. He has been in the Pennsbury School District his whole life. TJ has worked at ShopRite since his sophomore year of high school and is a proud cart boy. He is also a proud member of 545 Elite.
Next, we have Kayla Davis. Kayla has been a Pennsbury cheerleader for all 4 years of high school. Her involvement at PHS includes being a part of student government, the PSAC, along with the Student Forum Committee. Kayla's plans after high school are to attend college and pursue a major in child education. Kayla is escorted by Justin Meeks. Justin is proud to be nominated for homecoming court. He enjoys playing varsity football for the Pennsbury Falcons. He brings leadership and teamwork both on and off the field.
Riley Liston. Riley has been a part of the Pennsbury cheerleading team for all 4 years of high school and is proudly varsity captain. She is a member of the National Honor Society and enjoys volunteering in her community. Riley volunteers at the Yardley Farmers Market, the Lower Makefield Library, and the Pickering Manor Nursing Home. Riley is also an active member in the Anatomy Club and plans to continue studying this interest in college. Riley is escorted by Brennan Trotman. Brennan is heavily involved in his community and with Yardley Makefield Soccer. He has been playing soccer for 14 years and is an active member of both the Yardley Makefield Soccer Recreational Program and Junior Board. Brennan is also involved in the Athletes for Action Club and plans to continue pursuing this passion in college and beyond.
Lastly, we have Mia Wade. Mia has been very involved throughout her time at Pennsbury. In freshman year, Mia was a varsity cheerleader, and she has been a varsity track athlete for all 4 years of high school. Her biggest accomplishments include being an SOL hurdle champion, a proud member of DECA, and a DECA state finalist. Outside of school, Mia is also a Doylestown rugby player. Mia is escorted by Sean Beatty. Sean is so grateful to be nominated for homecoming court. Being a member of the football team has been one of his favorite highlights from high school. Sean is looking forward to a fun and memorable night at homecoming. Please give our court a big round of applause. Now we have Miss Marianne Daly with the winners.
And our homecoming Royals this year, Olivia Barnes and Gavin Luciano. Congratulations.
All right, the homecoming court here for Pennsbury. We're at halftime with the Falcons trailing North Penn 7-0. It's the McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB, and you can read.
Let's give him another round of applause.
Yeah, let's give it up. Again, thanks to McCaffrey's. Exceptional every day. And again, read about today's game in tomorrow's Trentonian. Outstanding local and national sports coverage that you can count on 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. Next week, the Falcons hit the road. They'll travel to Abington to take on the Ghosts before wrapping up the regular season back here at home facing Neshaminy. And for North Penn, they've got a tough game next week. They'll take on CB West before wrapping up their regular season campaign against Abington. And right now, with 5 wins and 2 losses, North Penn right around the playoff. They got to finish strong in order to make sure that they are in postseason play. But certainly they hold their own kind of destiny in their hand. Today's game brought to you by Senator Steve Sanacero, proudly serving the 10th Senatorial District and proudly supporting today's football game on WBCB as a public service to the community. Senator Sanacero supports the youth of our community, tomorrow's future leaders. And Steve, as a former teacher, is a leader in education issues, also a leader in infrastructure, environment, women's health issues, and gun violence protection in the 10th Senatorial District. And if your school would like a tour of the Capitol in Harrisburg, contact Steve's office at senatorsanacero.com. That's senatorsanacero.com. Senator Steve Sanacero hopes that you are enjoying today's game on BCB.
A Fairless Hills landmark is Puss in Boots Tavern, supporting Pennsbury for decades before or after games. Stop at Puss in Boots for great food and great times. Watch all your favorite Philly sports teams at the Boot. Their outdoor patio now has TVs. Tuesdays are Taco Tuesdays. Wednesday, Puss in Boots feature their homemade meatloaf platters. Thursdays are Italian days, meatball sliders, foot-long Italian sausage sandwich, chicken parm lunch sandwiches. Friday is Fun Day specials, and Saturday, Puss in Boots has their $1 hot dogs all day. Sunday, $1 chicken fingers and $6 cheesesteaks, shuffleboard, pool, cornhole, darts, and jukebox, all at the Boot. Puss in Boots open 2 days for lunch and dinner. Closed on Mondays at 942 Trenton Road, Fairless Hills. Private catering also available. Thank you to Puss in Boots for sponsoring.
Yeah, North Penn 5-2 on the season, but they are the second team when you looks at PIAA District 1 6A football. At the very top this year, the Penn Ridge Rams with 7 wins and 1 loss, and then right behind them, the 5-2 North Penn Knights. So even like a 1-loss team like Coatesville trailing North Penn when it comes to the power points, and yeah, they really, with a strong finish, can give themselves a great path, a postseason potential here for North Penn this year. Neshaminy also in the mix. They're a top 10 team when you look at the PIAA District 1 breakdown with a 6-2 record. Neshaminy sitting in the number 8 spot right now. And the other local team that's put together a great season, the Council Rock South Golden Hawks. They defeated Pennsbury earlier this year, a 7-1 record right now for Council Rock South, and that has them at the 5 spot when it comes to the 6A District 1 breakdown. And they had a big game up against Souderton, and I think that was Friday night. I got to get a Ben. Can you get on that? We need a score from that Souderton Council Rock South game. I think Souderton favored in that ball game when you look at how the season is unfolding.
14-7 Council Rock South.
Whoa, great win for the Golden Hawks.
On Thursday.
That puts them in position to potentially pick up a league title. Another tough game next week against Quakertown for the Golden Hawks. But congratulations on a big win against the Souderton team that was ranked above them. But Council Rock South with a big W. Well, first to get the football in the second half, it's going to be Pennsbury kicking off to North Penn when we get back to action. Remember, 20 minutes from Langhorne, a better Ford car and truck buying experience at Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. More selection, better price on Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, and award-winning service. Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. You know, a long halftime like this could really reset everything. Teams got to cool down, back out here warming up, but with the Pennsbury Falcon Marching Band and the homecoming, I know they put 20 minutes up on the scoreboard. Felt like the halftime was a little bit longer than that with all of our activities and the homecoming introductions and
I think
such.
it was over 30 minutes, I'll be honest with you.
Well, we want to thank one of the nicest restaurants in all of Bucks County for helping us support Pennsbury Falcon football throughout the year. We're talking about Charcoal in Yardley. Charcoal offers exceptional food, locally sourced and seasonally inspired, and Charcoal serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner Wednesday through Sunday. Charcoal, a BYOB restaurant, and you can visit their website for menus and more info at charcoalbyob.com. That's Charcoal, BYOB. Charcoal voted Best of Bucks and truly a neighborhood gem and down-to-earth American cafe overlooking the Delaware on River Road in Yardley, open Wednesday through Sunday for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Thanks also to Brian Rogers, proud to serve our community. Brian Rogers at Yardley Pharmacy, 175 South Main Street in Yardley. Brian is a hometown community leader and pharmacist who will go out of his way to help his customers, making sure you understand everything about your medications, answer any of your questions, including insurance questions, Yardley Pharmacy, owned by Brian Rogers. No one going to give you better service than an owner-operated business like Yardley Pharmacy. Avoid the big chains. Stay local with people who are there every day and know you. Yardley Pharmacy offers medical equipment, too, at 175 South Main Street in Yardley. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6:30. Open Saturdays, 9 to 2, and delivery is available. Well, this one is kind of right on script as far as how this season has been playing out. Another close game. Falcons playing good defense. They're in it, but they are still looking for win number 1, and it's been very frustrating to have the defense play so well, keep them in all these games, but not getting the offense to get anything going. We'll see if the second half will change that trend.
Yeah, some first half stats for the Falcons. Jack Arndt went 1 for 7, and his one completion was for no gain. He also sacked once. He has 3 rushes for 14 yards. Caden Brown has 3 rushes for 10 yards. Connor Randolph, 3 rushes for a yard.
Wow, great stick there by Luke Bagley. Open field tackle. And it's a short return that's stopped at the 25-yard line. And a 1st and 10 for North Penn from there.
Bryce Cruzen has been leading the way on the ground with just 13 yards through 8 rushes, and Aiden Kitcheman has 2 receptions. Oh, this is incorrect because Kitcheman has 12 yards. So, never mind. Arndt has 12 passing yards because Kitcheman has 12 receiving yards and 50 yards on the ground for Pennsbury, 72 total. So, my bad on that.
Yeah, it's only a couple of completions, though, for Arndt. And on first down, they give to Pinal, and he crosses the 30 to the 32, picks up 7. Nice chunk of yardage on the ground gain. As we're back underway, McCaffrey's game of the night on WBCB. The strength of this Pennsbury team on the field here to get things going in the third quarter. Their defense. Bucksar with Gray as the tailback will drop back and now look downfield. Has his receiver, but incomplete. McCartney there defensively. And the ball
will bring up 3rd down.
Targeted for Mason Franek.
From the 27-yard line of the Knights.
So 3rd and 3, and a stop here would be just what the Falcons were looking for out of the locker room. As a handoff to Pinal, and as he dives forward, it looks like he's still going to be just shy of the 1st down. Looks like it's 4th and a half a yard where they're marking it. And now decision time for Coach Beck. I think with it being just a yard to go, they're going to keep the offense out there.
Big decision here to start the second half.
Everybody in tight. The give goes to the fullback. And across the 35 up to the 36. That's enough for a North Penn 1st down.
North Penn 36-yard line.
Well, that is a little disheartening for the defense. You push it to 3rd and 3. Actually get them to a 4th down situation. You stop them on 3rd down. But then able to keep the drive going. The give goes to Gray. And Gray bounces off one tackler. Across the 45, up near the 50-yard line before he is forced out of bounds. And that's another 1st down for the North Penn Knights.
Knights will have 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, I think the North Penn Knights able to get the power points even in the games that they lost, because they lost to very good teams. And that all kind of plays a role in how things shake out when it comes to the PIAA rankings. Give there was to Pinal. He's dropped by Sylvester Jones and Depew.
I'll be honest, it's hard to figure out those power points and everything like that, and certain losses and certain wins. And I know it all comes down to the strength of the opponent and everything like that, but if you lose the game, I feel like you shouldn't get any points.
Their only losses come to the number 1 team in the district right now, Penn Ridge, and another top 10 team, Neshaminy. Next week's going to be a clash of titans, CB West and North Penn getting after it. The give goes to Franek, the motion man. And he crosses the 45 up to the 43-yard line. That's going to give North Penn a 3rd and short. As we drop down under the 9-minute mark here. 3rd quarter action. Chris Ermer with Gus Barber, Ben Goldstein, Justin Lawrence. Here from Fairless Hills, Bucksar with a man in motion, gives to Gray, and Jacob Parada there to shut that play down. And Parada helped out by Coons. And it brings up a 4th down for North Penn. And on 4th and 6, they keep the offense out there.
That's a bold choice.
I mean, one thing, if you're looking at the first half of play, it might give Coach Beck a little confidence that even if you give the football back to the Falcons, they haven't been able to do much moving the football. Bucksar, Franek in motion, and now he throws back that way. Oh, Luke Begley unable to get the tackle. Parada is there, a spin move out of that tackle, and where are they going to spot it? That should be short of the first down.
I don't know. It's going to be close, Chris.
Yeah, they're going to give him a generous spot, but I think that should be a yard short. And, yeah, it looks like on the far side of the field they will mark it 4th and 1.
We will have a timeout for a measurement here.
Okay, a rare, bringing out the chain gang, a rare measurement.
I don't think this.
I can't tell. They've already flipped it to a 1st down on the far side of the field. But, yeah, now they will bring the sticks out. This should be short. It's kind of tough to gauge as they got to come all the way across. But even if it's short, I'm thinking for North Penn, they're going to look at a, wow, they say they got that 1st down.
That's quite a generous spot. Because when he was brought down, it did not look like this was even necessary.
And even if it was 4th and inches, that still would have been an easy decision for Coach Beck to keep the offense out there. Doesn't mean they would have gotten it.
But that was 4th down.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was 4th and 5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why they had the measurement.
Well, keep the drive going again. 7:45 to go, 3rd quarter. And the give this time is to Riley Gray. Across the 40 up to the 37.
Gray on the carry. Yes.
Well, a couple of clutch 4th down conversions. And Pennsbury, even when they pushed him to a 3rd down, they haven't been able to get the stops here on this opening drive of the 2nd half. 7:16 to go in the 3rd quarter. North Penn holding on to the football and commanding the clock. Gray in motion. He gets the ball. He's going to throw downfield. He's got his man wide open into the end zone. Touchdown for the North Penn Knights. Sal Colella, the junior. And a nice job there as the halfback pass from Riley Gray a little trickery, a little razzle-dazzle from the North Penn Knights, and they're up 13-0 with 6:51 to go.
Yeah, and it really caught the Pennsbury Falcons off guard as the secondary just not even looking at that receiver as he was going down the sideline to get that ball, just so focused in on Gray, the running back. And what a beautiful throw there by Gray, and not a quarterback, to make that a beautiful spiral and a good catchable ball.
Offside on Pennsbury will move the football a little bit closer to the goal line. And, yeah, going to have Coach Beck saying, let's go for 2. So they were satisfied with tacking on 1, but Falcons move it half the distance to the goal. And Bucks are back out. Bucks are under center, backs in the eye, fumbles the snap, and the try is no good. So we come back up the field, the score 13-0. I'll tell you, look back at that generous spot on keeping that drive going. Critical situation here potentially in this game. But the Falcons need to do some work in order to make it significant, as they got to move the football and get the football into the end zone. And this, we talked about in our Trentonian pregame activities, that's just been a struggle for them throughout the entirety of the season. Early on, I mean, you look all the way back to that Northampton game, and the Falcons get into the end zone a couple times there. Brensinger starts to get things going. He had more than 100 yards gained in that game. But it's been diminishing returns from that point, as it's a short angled kick, comes down at the 27-yard line, and Kitcheman is spilled by Zion Smith. Wow, how about that? The halfback pass.
6:47 remaining in the third quarter.
As some of that speaks to how solid the Pennsbury defense is when you just, when they have kind of a straightforward approach. They've been able to stop the run all throughout this season, but now trying to get that run game going. The give, that time is not much there for Cruzen, gets 2.
Yeah, and defending the run was never really the problem with this Pennsbury defense. It was always the passing attack that they would go up against, and these trick plays and little misdirection plays that they were always having problems with. And it showed you right there, they've been able to really turn around the passing defense. It's become a really overall solid defense, but right there, you catch them on their heels, they're gonna make you pay.
Randolph in motion. Gets the give from Arndt, tries to get to the outside, but gets nothing out of the play. They'll lose a little bit and get dropped back to the original line of scrimmage. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Really tough day for Randolph. 4 rushes, just 1 yard. Really has not been able to get much going.
And he's been targeted a couple of times, and the passes have been a little bit off the mark. And just haven't been able to connect on those chances either.
I mean, rough day for everybody. Cruzen leads the way in rushes. He has 15 yards. This Falcon offense has not been able to get anything going, and when they are, what we've said all year, they shoot themselves in the foot.
Up against a good North Penn team. There, the grab is made. Randolph makes the catch, but immediately tackled by Nate Shippian, the senior, with a solid stick. And that open field stop makes it 4th and long. And the Falcons will bring punter David Kane back out.
Falcons 29, now to receive for North Penn.
And we're getting close to double-digit punts, I think, for Kane today.
It has to be. This has to be at least his 7th punt. That's a good one, though.
And it's a fair catch called for, but Pinal will let it go. And it checks up at the 15. And the North Penn Knights will take over from their own 15-yard line. 4:42 to go, third quarter. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB. North Penn in front, 14-0, and you can build. 13-0. Build a game-winning defense around your business with BAI Security, your local hometown security partner, protecting what matters most. 24/7 alarm monitoring, fire and burglar alarms, security, camera, access control, and now fire protection, sprinklers, kitchen systems, and fire extinguisher services. Play smart and protected. BAI Security, protecting your business like a champion. Call 215-493-1414. Matt Buxar back out there with the offense. It's a pitch out, but nothing doing over there. Look out, Jacob Parada with another big TFL. And they run that way. That's the second time they tried that play out there, the pitch out. And the second time, Parada has blown it up.
Parada doing a good job reading that play, getting through the line, and making a big tackle for a loss.
The PIAA District 1 looking for officials for all sports. And if you're interested, you can visit PIAA.org for more info. That's PIAA.org if you're interested in becoming an official. PIAA District 1 wishing all student athletes the best of luck on the field and in the classroom. Buxar calls for it. Pulls it down. It's a handoff. Pinal tackled by McCartney up to the 19. So that makes it 3rd and 6. Still a lot of time left on the clock. 3:28 remaining in the third quarter. And the Falcons here come up with a stop, get the football back, and give that offense another chance out there. Last drive, the Knights came up with some clutch conversions. Buxar looking over the middle, and the throw is low and incomplete. Oh, they got it? Oh, wow. Low. Just based on the body language, I didn't think Pinal caught that ball, but he does make the reception, and that's enough for a North Penn first down.
Yeah, good job by him to get his arms underneath the ball, making sure the ball didn't hit the ground. And obviously there was multiple referees that said it was a catch, so.
It was like all the referees were saying it was a catch, but I felt like the player was showing me with his body language that he didn't get it. Movement up front, and the Falcons jump offside on Pennsbury.
Pennsbury penalty there will move the ball 5 yards. It'll make it 1st and 5 from the Knights' 43-yard line.
So 1st and 5 with 2.5 remaining in the third quarter of McCaffrey's game of the night. Follow us next week as we take the trip out to Abington. Falcons taking on the Ghosts from Schwartzman Stadium. The handoff is faked. It's a designed quarterback keeper, but the Falcons sniff that one out. Noah McCardle with a big stop.
Haven't seen him on offense, but getting the job on defense there.
Makes it 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 from the Knight 40-yard line.
Well, fortunately, the rain has stopped, let up midway through the first half. And now drying out, a little overcast as Buxar drops back, pressured, and he's going to throw that one. It's complete. That guy is not an eligible receiver, though.
Yeah, that's a lineman, I believe.
That was Dominic Tranzilli who caught the ball.
I can't believe he got the ball out.
But that is going to be an illegal forward pass.
It's fun while it lasted.
Second time that Buxar, with an intense rush, able to get like a little shovel pass off.
28-yard line for the Falcons. Well, it'll bring up.
Yeah, but that time, that guy can't catch the ball, and they're going to call it grounding. Loss of down. And so it will be third down.
It was declined by the Falcons. And then
So the grounding will march it back. Still a minute 20 to go, third quarter.
intentional grounding and a loss of down on the play. It'll bring up.
But meanwhile, for the Knights, their concern is the clock, not necessarily the spot on the field, although this down and distance is pretty much impossible. They got 3rd and 25 as Buxar drops back, throws downfield, and it's tipped, deflected, a pass breakup from Depew. But wow, that almost was a connection for the Knights.
Almost made you eat your words there, Chris.
Ooh.
That was a good throw, too. Just better defense there by Depew. Being able to stay one-on-one with the receiver and going up and not having any contact to draw a flag. That was a great job.
22, McCartney back to receive.
Yeah, makes a play on the ball. McCartney back to receive. The kick, the snap is low, and the punt is blocked. The Falcons will have it at the 15-yard line. I think that might have been another one for Begley. No, Justin LaRue Madison was the first guy to get there.
Wow. Wow. Oh, wow.
So earlier, the Falcons had a punt blocked, and now they get one of their own to set them up inside the red zone.
Yep, Bagley again, breaking through, jumping up, getting his hand down, and knocking that thing down. Sylvester Jones was able to jump on top of it.
And now a handoff on first down. Caden Brown with no gain, gets back to the line of scrimmage, makes it 2nd and 10. Well, they will give him credit for a yard. So makes it 2nd and 9. And the clock under a half minute remaining. Only 17 seconds on the play clock, so they got to get it off. As Sean Beatty late to leave the field. Brown in motion. Arndt looks into the end zone, pulls it down, now throws to the corner, and out of bounds is Randolph. Just ran out of room.
Arndt had him a couple times.
Colella was there, was defensively for the Knights.
Arndt had him a couple times, just didn't throw it, and just waiting, and then finally threw it too late, while another guy went on to Randolph and throw out of bounds.
Yeah, Randolph just ran out of room over there. And so with 6.5 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Falcons with a critical 3rd and 9. They can get a first down if they get it down to the 6. And pre-snap movement, I think that was Beatty. He got going before he was supposed to.
Yes, he did.
And so 3rd and 9 becomes 3rd and 14 and fits right back into what we've been seeing from Pennsbury throughout this year. They take 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
Falcon penalty to bring up 3rd and 14 from the 19-yard line of the Knights.
So leaves 6 seconds on the clock. It's still a golden chance here for Pennsbury. A score here changes the entire complexion of this game. Brown in motion. Arndt looks to the far side of the field. He's pressured, throws into the end zone, and it's incomplete. Randolph was there. He was the targeted receiver. And Arndt, he couldn't step into that throw as the Knights were pressuring him, and that brings us to the end of quarter number 3. When we get back to it, the Falcons will have a 4th down from inside the red zone. It's high school football on the WBCB Sports Network. 13-0, North Penn in front of Pennsbury in the McCaffrey's game of the day.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner.
Come back to Villa Rosa in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center in Yardley. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, a family-run restaurant offering extraordinary Italian dishes and pizza for lunch and dinner at very reasonable prices. Traditional pizzas to gourmet pizzas, plus hot and cold subs, sandwiches, wraps, burgers, and more. Dinner entrees including fresh seafood, specialty pasta dishes, chicken and veal dishes, plus a special kids menu. BYOB, eat in or take out, and Villa Rosa caters. Open Monday through Thursday from 10 to 10:30. Fridays and Saturdays they're open till 11. Sunday open 10:30 to 10:30. Villa Rosa in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center. McCaffrey's at 661 Heacock Road in Yardley, right there near McCaffrey's Villa Rosa Pizzeria. All right, so how about a 35-yard attempt from Angelo Pereira to try to put the Falcons on the scoreboard as we begin the fourth quarter. Brown places it down. The kick is up. It looks good, but it is no good. It's wide, I think, to the near side. And so the score remains 13-0. Falcons, a little anticipation. They put 3 points up on the scoreboard, but they got to take that off there.
Yeah,
sorry.
It looked good. It had the distance, had the height, just made it went a little wide.
Yeah, and got to take the 3 off, and it's 13-0 after the field goal miss, and North Penn will start at the 20. Bucks are back to work. Gives to Riley Gray. Gray to the 25. They'll give him the 26 and make it a 6-yard pickup for North Penn on first down.
6 yards on the carry for North Penn. It'll bring up 2nd and 4 from their 26-yard line.
North Penn taking their time, working the clock, trying to work their way to win number 6. Bucks are with Gray in the backfield, throws complete to Matt Pinnell, and he's across the 30 for a night first down.
Yeah, you'd have to think that's going to be the game plan for this whole entire drive. Just run plays, quick screens, making sure the clock is still clicking away. Try to eat up as much as they can. 13-0 lead. It's still a 2-possession game, but don't want to let them get in this game at all. So just try to eat up as much clock as possible.
Yeah, and they're working it down under the 10:40 mark. Bucksar with Gray in the backfield, and the give goes to Riley Gray. He's tackled by Bagley and LaRue Madison. No gain brings up 2nd and 10. Next week, the Falcons travel to Abington, and Abington with a 28-14 loss to CB South. The Ghosts' only win came against Harry Truman. They beat Truman. Lopsided win as the screen is set up, pass is completed, and a couple of tackles are slipped. And up Cameron Maynard up there near the 38-yard line. Yeah, they mark him down at the 38. Makes it 3rd and 5. Four receivers for Bucksar. Looks like the Falcons threatening to blitz right up the gut. McCardle and LaRue Madison looking to bring pressure. Now they'll drop back. Bucksar in the pocket, has time. He's going to tuck it away. Crosses the 40 up to the 41 and is pushed out of bounds, makes it 4th and 2. And it looks like the Knights kind of bringing in the jumbo package, some big guys maybe to push their way to the first down and keep this drive going. But one of the things preseason we were looking forward to this year was some opportunities for Angelo Pereira to line up some field goals. So far, he's gone 1 for 3. Hasn't gotten many chances for extra points here as Bucksar, quarterback keeper. Did he get it? That's really close. I think this time they did get enough for the first down. And are they going to measure again or just, yeah, they're going to bring the sticks out.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, it looks like they needed to get up to the 42. And I think this is by the nose of the football. A Knight first down. Meanwhile, you look at the clock, 8:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. Well, Ben, happy birthday to you. That's pretty big-time stuff. But also want to thank you for being with us for high school football coverage on WBCB over the past bunch of years. Hoping to have you with us for high school basketball and high school baseball. It is a first down for North Penn, but you were saying when the Falcons are back home hosting the Chamonix, you're going to be in the student section trying to root the Falcons on with your classmates.
Yeah, you know.
Pretty good. That's good, right?
Yeah, you know, it's last game here of senior years. Enjoy it with the peers. You know, it's a big game, so you like to be down there and cheer on cheer on the Falcons. So.
Absolutely. You've done a great job for us, and you've volunteered. You said, like, even next week or 2 weeks when the Chamonix is at Falcon Field, you'll still maybe do a post-game interview for us.
Hoping for a Pennsbury victory that night would be a electric interview, but, yeah, I'll definitely be able to do something.
And a win there would absolutely make the season here as Gray gets the handoff, bounces off of McCardle, but McCardle stays with him and brings him down. No gain for North Penn. They lose a yard. Yeah, I think you did that like last year too, right? When
we were at Neshaminy, I was in the stands as well. But I went down and did an interview.
Yeah, he ditched us.
All right, 2nd and 11. Gray gets the football from Bucksar. Is upended by Beatty and Parada. Picks up a yard, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and makes it 3rd and 10.
We'll call it 3rd and 9 from the Knights' 44-yard line.
Again, the Falcons just, maybe their most promising drive was on the last time they had the football. Here, let's get it back. A stop here on 3rd down, almost a little motion across the line of scrimmage. Spencer Jones here split wide to the near side, bringing that pressure. Bucksar escapes the pocket, has the 50, 45, 40, and brought down by Sean Beatty. But a huge pickup for North Penn. They move it into Pennsbury territory and pick up a first down at the 32.
Big time run there by the quarterback, North Penn Bucksar. Just dropping back to pass and realizing they are bringing the heat. Not many defenders back there, saw plenty of green grass. Why not go for it? Tucks it himself, takes it, and a big first down, and probably a first down that's going to help run this clock out. 6:30 left. Pennsbury down to their last life. It's plenty of time left on the clock. Just the way that this ball been running, the way they're running this clock out, they're not going to be able to do much with it if Pennsbury is able to get the ball back.
32-yard run there from Buxer as we have a timeout by his North Penn Knights.
Well, Matt and Sean over at Galaxy Landscaping, proud to be bringing you portions of today's game on WBCB. It's time to get your lawn looking out of this world with Galaxy Landscaping. Whether you need annual mowing during the season or an overall uplift to your home's landscape, Galaxy Landscaping can do it all. Garden care, mulch installation, trimming and pruning. The Galaxy Landscaping team is ready to give you great service at an affordable price. Call Pennsbury alumni Matt and Sean. Galaxy Landscaping. Book them for all your lawn care needs at 267-842-5299. Thanks also to Yardley Family Haircutters, a full-service family barber shop, kids cuts, hair coloring, and shaves. Dave Wells and his family have been part of the community for over 50 years. Yardley Family Haircutters, a town institution. Call for an appointment at 215-321-6900. First and 10, handoff to Pinal. Brought down by LaRue Madison. Picks up 2. Picks up 2 to the 30, and we drop under 6 minutes to go. We got a little more rain out there?
Yeah, I think it's starting to mist a little bit more out there. Cameraman just Lawrence on the job there, making sure we don't get any camera mishaps. As you see him putting it on the camera now. Just got to let our viewers know.
There's a handoff to Gray. Gray bottled up after a short gain. Don't forget, if you miss any of the action here on BCB, read about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. Outstanding local, national sports coverage. Count on it 7 days a week. It's all in the pages of the Trentonian. Well, a touchdown off of a blocked punt and a halfback pass. 2 big plays that really turned things around for North Penn today. You know, you look at North Penn, the second-ranked team in the district. Again, the Falcons, the defense keeps them in this game all day, as now Buxar drops back. He'll throw out to the flat, and they say that's complete. Wow, what a grab there on the boundary. Luke Bagley was there defensively, and Mason Franick hauls that one in and somehow stays in bounds to give the North Penn Knights a first down at the Falcon 15.
Great toe tap catch. Held his momentum and stuck it and made a nice grab.
Well, they'll set it down at the 16-yard line.
Buxer today is now 7 for 16 with 45 yards in the air, along with that big 32-yard passing, 32-yard rush. He's up three rushes, 34 yards.
A high snap pulled down, given to Riley Gray, slips 2 tackles, spin move down to the 10, and a nice pickup there by number 1 for the Knights. And really, he has been a huge threat, a big factor all throughout the afternoon today. Well, thus far, a disappointing showing for Pennsbury on their homecoming, as they look to make a stand and try to keep this one close. Meanwhile, time continues to leak off of the clock. Buxar under center, fakes the handoff, and his pass deflected, incomplete. So stops the clock with 4:02 to go. Yeah, I got to think that even a Falcons stop here potentially could lead to a North Penn field goal attempt.
Yeah.
And make sure this is a 2-score game. Well, I guess even that would be 16, so you still could put up a couple of 8s, but We'll see what happens on third down. Falcons looking for a stop. Bucksar escapes the pocket, turns it upfield at the 5, and goes into the end zone for a North Penn Knight score. Makes it 19-0 with 3:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Well,
Bucksar just running down. Sorry, Chris. Bucksar running down the throat of the Falcons there,
Yeah,
twisting and turning and running himself in.
And not only on that play, Ben, but earlier in the drive, 2 big Bucksar runs.
42 yards on the ground in that drive for Bucksar.
The extra point is good. So 20-0 with 3:55 to go here in quarter number 4. So Penal with a touchdown, a throwing TD from Riley Gray as he connected with Aiden Ashley. And now Bucksar with the quarterback keeper to make it 20-0.
Bagley, 7 Kitcheman, 2 Brown, 22 McCartney, and 31 Appleton back to receive.
Bagley and McCartney back deep, but this one doesn't go that deep. It's taken by Kitcheman at the 25, and Kitcheman brought down by Zion Smith. And credit to the sophomore. He's done a really good job. Special team, made a couple of big special teams plays. Earlier he had a big hit. You know, those big hits can be tone setters.
Yeah, they can. They can be momentum swingers, too.
So Falcons get another drive started, and Beatty joins the huddle with just under 4 minutes to go. Arndt throws complete to Beatty. Beatty brought down by Penal. But they'll give him credit, actually mark him all the way up to the 38.
Generous spot there, I feel like.
Jack Arndt, Sean Beatty completion.
Arndt hands off.
Arndt hands off to 49,
Cruising with a couple of yards. Will bring us under 3 minutes to go.
Darren Berner on the tackle for tonight. It'll bring up third down.
It was fun to have Bill Redner with us earlier. He always brings a certain energy and a vibe, always gets us up and try to bring a little excitement. And it's been a challenge to some degree. One of the things we've been doing on the WBCB Sports Network is each week we've been trying to go in and capture some highlights from our local games. And we like to feature the highlights of the local teams that we've been carrying. And there just has not been a lot of that. I mean, there's a kind of a highlight run for Caden Brown, but it comes late in the game in mop-up time with 2.5 remaining.
Yeah, you've seen that quite a bit. You know, a lot of good plays, a lot of good movement, and some positivity in this offense, but it's all coming at terrible times. You know, end of the games, times where the game's already over and they're just trying to muster up the end of the game. They need to start doing that when, you know, it's meaningful.
Yeah, right from the start. Next week against Abington, you got to get off to a good start in that game, as the handoff to Caden Brown is a loss of a yard.
On the tackle for tonight.
Well, credit to North Penn, too. They lose to Neshaminy. They lose to Penridge on back-to-back weeks. And then they bounce back, big wins against CB East and CB South. And they get right back in it, and they carry some momentum here, taking care of business against the Falcons next week, up against it again against a tough CB West team. But after those 2 back-to-back losses, I think you could I don't know, lose a little bit of confidence, and that does not seem to be the case for North Penn. A quarterback keeper for Arndt, and just takes some punishment right there. Shows his toughness late in the game, holding on to the football, but spilled by Jacob Garrett. Garrett's been one of those guys who's gotten his name called a bunch this afternoon, was in the mix when it came to the punt block, which was a big turnaround. So timeout taken with 1:20 to go as the Falcons stop the clock here in the fourth quarter. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB. Thanks to Junior's Car Wash, the fastest growing and most award-winning locally owned and operated car wash in Lower Bucks. It's Junior's Express Car Wash right near Pennsbury at the corner of New Falls and Hood Boulevard. Junior's Express Car Wash, owned by a Pennsbury graduate, proud to support his alma mater. Join Junior's Express Car Wash's rewards program and get a free $20 car wash. Take advantage of discounted monthly packages and free vacuums. Junior's Express Car Wash, open Monday through Saturday, 7 to 7. Open Sundays, 8 to 7 at the corner of New Falls and Hood Boulevard. Also a location at 2270 Bristol, Oxford Valley Road in Levittown. 3rd and 10. Falcons trying to keep this drive going. Arndt with time. Throws a little bit behind the receiver. It's incomplete. And off the hands of Lucas Oropeza. So 4th and 10. And one of the Knights shaken up, an injury timeout with 1:15 to go. So with one of the Knights slow to get off the field, we'll step aside. Well, keep it right here as look like that's Will Rittenhouse. Good to see him able to make his way off the field without any assistance. He even breaks into a little bit of a jog as he heads to the far side of Falcon Field. Meanwhile, for Pennsbury, with 1:15 to go, 4th and 10, but what the heck, go for it. See if you can make a little magic here in the late moments of the game. One thing we haven't seen any Ciola targets. Brown drops back. Arndt looks downfield and throws a little low and incomplete. He had Connor Randolph there, and Randolph slipped down. He's trying to make an adjustment on the ball, and it's a turnover on downs. It goes back to the Knights, and now they can just get into victory formation. They'll advance to 6-2 and drop the Falcons to 0-8 here on the season.
Yep, another tough one here at Falcon Field, and we mentioned it earlier, but next week is going to end up being a one that you need to get if you want to get a win in 2025. Going to Abington and try to make something happen.
And you look at the scores from some of the Abington games, an opportunity next week, certainly for Pennsbury. But with the struggles that this team has had, no gimme for sure, and certainly not going to be overlooking anybody as Bucksar again drops the knee to the turf, victory formation, and the North Penn Knights here will get a 20-0 victory over the Pennsbury Falcons on homecoming. And want to thank all of our sponsors for helping to make today's game possible here on WBCB. Thanks to McCaffrey's Food Markets. This has been the McCaffrey's Game of the Day. McCaffrey's exceptional every day. And the final horn sounds 20-0, our final score, thanks to St. Mary Medical Center, Team Toyota, Jen Shorn for DA, the Peruzzi Automotive Group, PNC Bank, 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, Rob's Automotive and Collision, BCWSA, Fred Herron for Sheriff, the Revere Restaurant, thanks to DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza. I mean, what do you say about today's game for the Pennsbury Falcons? Just not a lot of positives that you can take out of it. The defense played pretty well. That last touchdown came late in the fourth quarter, but and an opportunity for an Angelo Pereira field goal, so chance to put some points up on the board, but just can't get it done. Thanks to Puss in Boots Tavern, Senator Steve Sanacero, the Pennsbury Football Parents Club, Junior's Car Wash, Jammer Doors, Yardley Pharmacy and Supply, Charcoal BYOB, Yardley Family Haircutters, 9th Street on Main. Thanks to Kramer's Bakery, the Trentonian, Galaxy Landscaping, PIAA District 1, BAI Security, Villa Rosa, Haldeman Ford, and Peruzzi Automotive Group. I think we got them all. Great community support for Pennsbury Falcon football and for high school football on WBCB. But the Falcons still looking for that first win of the season as they fall to North Penn 20-0, the final. Thanks to the crew here, Gus Barber on site, Ben Goldstein, extra hazard duty for Justin Lawrence out there behind the camera, and kind of a rainy, drizzly day. We thank him for his work, and thank you for being with us as well, along with our executive producer, Bill Redner, who was here on site for a little bit. One final time from Falcon Field. We wrap it up here. It was North Penn 20 and the Falcons 0. Thanks for checking out some high school football.